Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and in this video I wanted to do an overview of what might be one of the cheapest foam cannons. Hopefully this one actually works. It's not going to be used in a professional setting, but just to have a half decent one. Now for me, I went cheap because I used the Worx PowerShot, and I'm using it with a bucket of water in an apartment, so I don't have it hooked up to a actual hose. So I'm not getting that full pressure, so I don't need a really good one. And I'm probably not going to get the greatest results because, name brand foam cannons can be upwards of $100 or more now. And obviously they probably have better build quality and better dial and control and everything. But this is what the Hydrohot came with. And it's okay, like it will get the soap on the car. It's pretty small here. But you can see this uses the proprietary end. And with the Worx PowerShot, the lance, it's proprietary. It's not like a quick connect. It kind of is, but it's their style. But on this end, this is where you put your nozzle for your spray patterns. So this you would replace with this. So instead of using this lance, you use this. So it makes it much shorter, and you get like a really, really weak stream, really low pressure whenever you use this. I believe there's a magnet in this, and you can actually fool it if you put a magnet, and you probably could get more pressure out of this. But instead of doing that with this adapter, I can just use this lance, get the maximum amount of pressure, and plug it in with the 1/4-inch quick connect. So you can see, there's really not much here. You do have a little bit of info, and that's about it. Now, over the years, I've really been buying just a lot of Hyper Tough and Hart tools and things like for just home use and light use. They seem to work pretty good. So there's nothing else in here. Now, they also had a Sunjo one. It was just a few more dollars, maybe like $22, $24, and this was $20. But I actually went with this because it's lighter. It's a lot smaller and it's lighter. And again, because it will just be, especially when you have liquid and soap in here, it's going to weigh this. This is a pretty sturdy lance. I don't think it's going to snap, but I just wanted to have a lighter one just because the whole thing's kind of a light use situation. But I'm not disappointed or anything. It looks good. Looks like a copy of most of the other ones. You do have this dial, but that's all it moves. And at least from here, I don't see it doing anything. Maybe it does it with it. Because I thought on some brands years ago when I researched foam cannons, those would open and close. So I'll have to just actually test it out to find out. And then you do have your measurements on the bottle. And this one, so this one's righty loosey, lefty tighty, I guess. So maybe that's why it's so cheap. This one, turn it this way to unlock it, turn it this way to lock it. I wonder, as you can kind of see, it's just this notched piece. So I wonder if over time that's going to wear out and then it'll just won't stay closed. I would imagine, but I don't know if other foam cannons use a similar kind of keyed thing, or if they're like this where they thread, because you don't have to worry about this coming off. Now, with that being said, a lot of times you get it on crooked and then it's hard. Sometimes you might start spilling stuff as you're spinning it, to where this one's just kind of a 1/4 turn and you're ready to go. And you do have what looks like a little tiny filter on there, or maybe that just helps aerate it, I don't know. And I think that's about all I can show. So the next time I go to wash my car, instead of using this to apply the foam, or just basically this comes out sudsy water, I'll use this, and hopefully, since I can use it on the end, I can get a better, maybe actually a little bit of a foam cannon effect. But you can see it goes on, and I'll come back. Hopefully you can get some foam on the car and have a little bit of a better setup. So that's a quick look at the setup I'm using here. That's how I want to just do it with this, not not like a full out pressure washer, but as you can see, it's really not that bad. So it definitely works. Again, this is really weak in terms of pressure because I'm using it with a bucket. If you ran it with actual like pressurized water hose, it'd come out a little better. And obviously if you use this with the proper tool, like a full size pressure washer, I think it would do just fine. I don't know how great the durability will be. And this, I think all this does is it just shuts the soap off where you can control it. So if I do it now, it just is water. And if I turn it this way, the soap comes back out again. So I think the ones that had the adjustable metal pieces, that must be just be to adjust the spray pattern or something, to where all of this is just an on and off valve basically for the soap. So I'm just going to keep it on full blast, and I'm not sure about the mixture. I just did about to the first line and mixed it, and you can see, so it turned into a good bit of soap, probably more than I'll need for just doing one core today. But I wanted to show that it's not too bad, and again, it's lightweight. I mean, it does slide around on this, but ideally I'd be using two hands when I do it and when I put the phone down. But I mean, it definitely gets more on it than the built-in Worx one did, because at least I'm able to use it on the Lance with a little bit more pressure. So even though it's not the greatest, it's not going to really knock anything off the car. At least it puts a lot more foam. It'll hold a lot more, and it's just going to do better for what I need. So it works for me, and I'd imagine if a better setup should also work. So if you want to save money and try out one of these hyper tough ones, I mean, you get it at Walmart, you can always take it back. So I just wanted to show that. Definitely the best foam cannon I've had. So for $20, I have no complaints. So I figured I'd go ahead and show this too. I would recommend at least give it a shot if you want to go cheap and get something that still seems to work. So hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to finish washing my car now. So thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Have a good one.